Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new tutorial. And today is going to be a special one, and I've got a lot of tips and tricks for you here, especially tricks this time. So watch the video all the way to the end. I can promise you it will be fascinating. So what we're going to talk about today is how to get your message across and how to reach the right target audience. And to do so, I will just start with 5 topics today. And let's start with number one, which is your background. So your background is really, really important. So as you can see, my background here is quite tropical, works for my brand, of course. Well, that is also because I'm in a tropical environment. But backgrounds go way and way further. And one of the things that are really, really important that I'm going to talk about today is what people actually see in the background. And this is subliminal messaging. This is what we're talking about a lot in this video. Let me show you an important example of how the professionals do this. A couple of weeks ago, the Dutch Prime Minister gave a speech, and his background was well designed, and not just a random background. So, if we start up on the right, we see some CDs, old-fashioned CDs. He is a pianist, he plays the piano, and this piece of music is not just a piece of music, it's really relaxing, what we need in difficult times like this. So then there's a book that's actually given to him about his village where he grew up. And so he shows by that he sticks to his roots, basically. There's a painting of Thorbecke, who was a really important man, laying down the foundations of the Dutch democracy, basically. So stick to your roots there again. Then the last thing, and I like that, was my favorite. It's called Master Ben, or Teacher Ben, as Rutte himself is a teacher one day a week. And so he shows that he is a responsible man, and he is a man of the people. So it's not just a fancy man sitting in a fancy office, but a man of the people. So this really helped him getting his message across. And let me show you an example on how it's staged in the background, how people try to do it, but actually do it really wrong. And that's even the biggest ones on this planet. Have a look at this.
To see the effects of the last 3 rate rises that it's put in place late last year. And sometimes this takes up to 6 to 9 months before they actually see that effect.
Great. So that's your basic setup. And you can actually, if you have a room that you record your videos in, just decorate it. Spend a little bit of money, spend a little bit of time on these backgrounds. You can just go to the IKEA, or you're not allowed to go outside now. Just go to the shop, get your little plants, get your pots, make it really nice. You might not see it, but everyone that sees your video for the first time will look at those backgrounds. They're really, really, really important. Second thing is light and colors, of course. So I'll show you another example. This is actually from a YouTube video that's really, really well made and really simple on how you change the colors in your video to create a nice looking image.
So this is basically the final shot. As you can see behind me, I have the little pocket light f7 creating a little bluish teal color in the back of my shot. And honestly, this looks pretty good. And if you compare it with what I started out with, this is just absolutely night and day. As you can see, even with an older camera like my GH3 and a pretty cheap lens, you can still produce.
Second thing, of course, is you in the frame, your framing. Of course, I don't have to say again, keep your camera on eye level, that kind of stuff. Keep yourself centered or off-centered when you need that. But always have a look. If I do like this, I have a little pointy thing on my head. So you need to be aware of where you are in your frame and what does it look like. That's what cinematographers use, like symmetry or off-symmetry, those kind of things. Play with it. It's good fun. Next is use of hands. It's such a simple way of getting your message across. You see what I did there, of course, a bit too obvious. I know, but you can do that in any easy way that you want to. And then there's this thing that, when it comes about posture, is that people read each other really easily, basically. You know that they say there's never a second chance on the first impression. That is true, and I'm going to give you an example in how easy it is to misread someone.
Bar, bar, bar.
Strange as it may seem, what you hear depends on which video you're looking at.
Bar, 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 bar. Bar, 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 bar.
Then, of course, audio. Use a proper microphone and make sure that the background audio is really nice. As for instance, what you can hear now is that I'm on the beach. But wait a second, there's something a bit weird there, because I'm recording, and if you listen to this with your headphones on, and I can advise you to do that always with my videos, because there might be tricks in there. Because at this moment, I'm recording this video with a mono little microphone, just my headset. How come the ocean is stereo? Oh, I know what it is. That's weird, isn't it? So, and another thing that a lot of people, of course, have is their rooms with not a lot of decoration in there, so a lot of reverb. And then it sounds like you're living in a little cookie box or something. Make sure that you've got something behind your microphone if you have a microphone on your desk. Make sure the acoustics are nice to the ear. So, especially when you do a YouTube ad, people don't want to hear to, hello and welcome to my video ad. People go, what? Audio, really important. We're going to do another trick here with audio.
Now I want you to count how many times you see a circle flash on screen. Let's do that one more time. Did you see it flash twice? Many people do, yet without the sound, it becomes clear that the circle is only flashing once. In this case, the sound has altered your perceived vision.
So another thing, of course, is the use of music in your videos. And for instance, what you can do is play like a little bit of Beethoven. But there is so much free music that you can use, and it will definitely change the whole feeling of the video. Because when I say it like this, and it will definitely change your video, it's completely different already, isn't it? There you go. The next thing that I see a lot of people doing is using typography, like making a nice little or yeah, but the most important thing there is you use the right font. Try to stay away from all the default fonts, all the Comic Sans or the weird Gothic whatever fonts, but keep it nice, tiny and professional. And the last thing, and this is the proof of the subliminal messaging, and I'm going to show you a little clip.
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make?
Go!
The answer is 13. But did you see the moonwalking bear?
Now, there were your 5 points, and wait a second, this is not the end of the video. I think a lot more happened in this video. Let's do a little rewind. And to do so, I will just start with 5. Wait a second, is it 5 or is it 4? Oh, that's the thing about the president. But what is actually written on his paper? Let's flip it around. I didn't know he was a big fan of the Free Amigos podcast. What you can do is play like a little bit of Beethoven. Well, that is not actually really Beethoven. That is Beethoven's Symphony No. 10 in E flat major. It is a hypothetical work created by AI. But you did believe me when I said it, didn't you? You didn't guess that, did you? Well, that is basically how it works. And I've got another 5 really hidden secrets in this video. So watch it again, and if you find the 5 hidden weird little thingies that I've put in this video, please comment below. I hope you've learned something from this video, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Cheers!